Hey Jessica and Whitney, I've been wanting to talk to you guys about the Tiger Mom book. There could be some things that we want to take from a more structured first generation type of upbringing, although Tiger Mom's kind of extreme. What do you guys think?
I get it in part. My daughter's not playing soccer today because she forgot her cleats, and it's like, dude, tough, you know, you're gonna have to sit and watch. So I get wanting to teach your children responsibility. I get wanting to work them really hard, but I have the sense that if this was a mother in South Central LA, that Child Protective Services would have taken her kids.
Yeah, but doesn't she say she is kind of like, it's like a journey, and at the end of it she realizes she has gone too far?
She has a great publicist that's saying that. Let me tell you about this book. It goes on and on and on. And just when you think that she couldn't be meaner or a worse mother, she does something worse. And then there's the last chapter, and the last chapter just ends because much like her parenting, and I wrote about this before, she didn't have an end for the book, and I don't think she has an end game for her parenting. There's no plan for what she's gonna do as a mother and what they're gonna do as a family. I find it hideous.
So Whitney, did you take it as something like really extreme and a cautionary tale, or how did you interpret this whole book?
The book coming out and this dialogue exploding across sort of the mamasphere has really made me think about, wow, I have these long-term high expectations for my children, but am I executing that day to day? And I started worrying about that. I realized that I have so gone down this path of empathetic parenting that I'm not demonstrating to him that I do have a high expectations for him.
It actually takes a lot of effort to be a Tiger Mom, even if it's a bad sort of, we could say, oh, that's a bad mom, whatever. If your kid is going to have to practice that much, you have to do it too. I mean, my stepson, he really started to, blank out on his piano years ago, and my husband was upset, and I said, yeah, but do you sit down next to him and say, I'm not getting up until you practice 30 minutes a day or whatever?
Well, I'm gonna actually sit this afternoon with my daughter while she practices her drums. And this is a cautionary tale. Do not let your children get a drum set, just on every level.
I was gonna say, you're amazing that you let her get a drum set.
I am not amazing. I am the stupidest woman you know. If she starts hating drums, I would let her finish out the semester and then quit. I wouldn't let her quit 2 days later. You have to finish what you started, and you want to give them enough time for them to get over learning whatever's holding them back. Because, the kids have wanted to quit their instruments, and then once they learn something, then it's joyful because you have to learn what you're doing before the joy comes.
I think my mom infused me with so much self-esteem by supporting me and giving me gobs of praise, and I appreciate that every day because I think that has enabled me to succeed and to try new things. So I definitely want to pass along that parenting tradition.
So maybe there's a little watered down version we could take of this. Maybe just like Tiger Cub Mom.
Right, or maybe Tiger's Milk Bar Mom.
All right, Whitney, Jessica, thank you so much for sharing this. Listen, I want to hear from you all. What did you think of the Tiger Mom thing? Is there any part of your raising that is a little bit Tiger Mom, or are you totally anti the Tiger Mom? I want to hear about it.
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.